4 News starts right now.
Thanks for being with us. It has been on the books for less than 2 weeks, but today hundreds rallied in Olympia to protest I-594.
That is the state's new gun background check law, and it took effect last week. KOMO 4 Steve McCarran spoke to gun rights advocates who showed up at the Capitol, some with guns and arms, hoping to repeal 594.
Well, up to 6,000 people were expected here today. Far less than that actually showed up. The rally itself was peaceful, but gun rights advocates came here hoping to send a strong message about rights.
We stand here on this field exercising our First Amendment right to exercise our Second Amendment right.
This rally today was about 4 simple words.
We will not comply.
In the shadow of the state capitol, they came in large numbers.
It's locked open, so it's just here as a demonstration piece.
Many holding handguns and rifles to protest a law that's only been on the books for a few days.
We think this will, make the next generation of shooters make it more difficult for them because of all the things that are in place to inconvenience them.
I-594, which voters passed just last month, requires background checks on nearly all gun sales. This so-called violation station.
Thank you. Mind to take a look? Absolutely, knock yourself out.
Some exchanged guns to protest language in the law that surrounds transfers.
This is his gun.
As state troopers looked on.
It was presented as just a background check, and in fact it turns out that we can't even hand a gun to our neighbor briefly at a firing range or anything like that.
Now we're both felons.
But 594 supporters think many here have it all wrong.
Not at all.
So simply handing a gun back and forth to someone without a background check is still legal.
As a gun owner, there may be some inconveniences that I have to suffer, but I think the trade-off is good. Ultimately, we're trying to keep guns from bad guys.
We will take America back.
By standing together here, gun rights advocates hope lawmakers will hear their call, knowing a new legislative session is just weeks away.
At the very least, trim it down to size, something that is palatable and consistent with civil rights.
State troopers tell me there were no issues and no arrests here today. We know of at least one state lawmaker that is working to draft a bill that would repeal 594. But the initiative's supporters tell me they're actually hoping to strengthen the state's gun laws even more next year. In Olympia, Steve McCarran, KOMO 4 News.